All right, I'm back again, this time with a repair video. I hope you all are doing well. Today I will be replacing a cracked screen on a MacBook Air. This is a 2018 model. And as you can see here, I've already removed the screws holding the back plate in, so I'm just going to put them on the little magnetic plate here. Kept them in order, and it would do you well to also do the same because they are different sizes. As you can see, here's a long one that's going to correspond to these holes right here. Well, let me just move the screws over so I can show you where they came from. All right, so they're secure on the magnetic plate now. Just flip this over and show you where they came from. So all the long screws came from up here, the top. As you can see, that's the widest part of the MacBook Air, and that's the thinnest. So therefore, the thinner one, the shorter ones would go down here. So long ones here, all the other ones come around the side. So I've also kept them in the same format as you see here. So once this is done, let me make a little room for myself. I won't be needing this case. I decided to be a little extra and use an electronic screwdriver. That'll help speed up the process. I got the torque all the way at 1 as to not damage the sensitive parts. Alright. So, like I said, once you get all these screws off, it just pops right off. There are two little holders right here on the inside of the cover that are like, you just gotta pry them loose, just like that, and the back of it comes off very easily. Now, once you get on the inside, you want to start working your way. Here's what you're gonna be dealing with. You got the two hinges here. This is your Wi-Fi antenna, this long thing here. That's the Wi-Fi cable. Then you got all your little other flex components here that you're gonna have to remove. But most importantly, before you start doing anything, you want to remove the battery. You don't need to be shorting out anything while you're working, so just lightly pull up this flap of tape and it will reveal the connector for the battery. And you can take a spudger if you want to, or you can use your fingers. I'm not too keen on grabbing the cables because I just don't want to cause problems down the road, so I'm gonna try the spudger. I might have to use my fingers though. Nope, it came out. All right, so got the battery disconnected. Get some tweezers here. Where are the tweezers? All right, battery's now connected, so there's no more issues there. Next up, you want to take off the Wi-Fi bracket securing the cable there. Let's see, is this the right size? This is a 1.2 pin lobe. That's what it took to get the back screws off, but it's looking like that's not going to work. So let's see if we can go down smaller. That one's also too big. All right, I had to pause the video for a moment to find the correct sizes of each screw back here that we're going to be taking loose. So back to what I was saying, you want to take off the Wi-Fi bracket that's holding the cable in. This is going to be a T3. Yep. So, and this is completely unnecessary. Like I said, I'm just being extra by using this electronic screwdriver. It's probably overkill, but oh well. Alright, got that off. See if I can lift it without losing the screws. Yep. Alright, so that bracket's off. Gonna place that on the magnetic plate. And then you're gonna want to disconnect the Wi-Fi cables. See if I can do that using the spudger again. Nope, it doesn't like that. So I'm gonna go with the tweezers. That pops right off. So next we're gonna start on, let's get the other brackets off. We got other flex cables here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like 8 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, just 6. So let's get to those next. I think it's going to be the same size. As you can see, I have a towel under my workstation. That's because if you've ever operated on small parts such as a phone or a computer, you know the screws can go everywhere. Like just now, I just dropped both of them. So if I were using the glass table surface, there's a possibility that it could just bounce everywhere and I could never find it again. So just little stuff you learn over time. I can get that to act right. All right, so it's gonna go there, and just try to keep everything in order. I'm gonna go left to right, so the next brackets I'm gonna put right beside each other. All right. Last bracket. Right. All right, got all those off. Next, I'm going to take off the Wi-Fi antenna. But first, let me pop these brackets up. You should be able to pop them off with your fingernails. I've got on gloves to keep down the electric shock as to not fry the motherboard, but you have fingernails, you can maybe kind of, yep. be careful. I almost ripped that one, so maybe use a spudger instead. All right, so I got those 3 up. Notice the position of them now. This one goes around the antenna, over the outside of the antenna. These 2 are on the inside. So that's going to be important to remember when you put all this back together. So, all right, for the next one, I believe I'm going to go up in size, yes. So the next size you're going to need is a T4. T4. If I can get it, there we go. All right, got those out of the way. Pull that back a little bit, just gently. And go ahead and move these screws out because I know that it's going to be a little difficult to get this antenna off because there's like a little locking mechanism under it. So I'm going to have to pry upward to get it off. I omitted 2 screws, so let me go ahead and take care of that now. Not that one. So it's going to be the 2 middle screws. All right. Okay, so this, like I said, keep everything in order. So as you see, this flex cable came loose very easily once I took that screw off. And now, push this out the way and work on getting the Wi-Fi cable out, Wi-Fi antenna. I don't know if you can see in here, but where I was telling you that it's going to be difficult to get out is like there's little locking mechanisms right here. So I'm going to do my best to pry this out without damaging anything. Yep, it is difficult to get out. You'll feel like you're applying too much pressure, but you gotta work with it. Work through it, keep pushing because it will come out. I got the left side up a little bit. Uh-oh, come on. Yeah, secure it down there. I can just pull right here. All right, there we go. Key to it is just pulling straight up. Got to overcome the little groove down there. See these little indentations, the risings, they lock into place down here in these little slits. Try to point them out to you. There's the first slit here, second one, the longest one, and then the third one. So when you put this back in, you're gonna want to push this portion down into those slits. So got that out. Next up is loosening the hinges, and we're gonna go up in size once more. So let me take this bit out. This is a what? What size is this? This is a T8. T8. Okay, so the torque on this one is not strong enough because the hinge screws are, as you would imagine, a little bit more secure and more rugged than all these little baby screws. So I up the torque to 9. Let's see if that'll get the job done. Yep. Probably wouldn't hurt to go up higher either. That was a little struggle. Go up to 17. And when you take these out, only take 2, because 2 from each side when you first get ready to take it out, because before you flip this over and try to take the screen off, you're gonna want to make the hinges 90 degrees. Let's see. So I didn't even show you guys the damage to the screen, but maybe I can do that now. So it's definitely not going to be as visible with the screen off. Wow, you actually can't see it at all. But this screen is severely cracked over here. The owner dropped it. You can see damage right there. It's bent a little bit. Man, I really want to show you how severe it is. Let me see if I can. No, I'm not gonna worry about it. So yeah, as I said, get the screen to 90 degrees. That's gonna help you take the hinges off when you're done taking the final screw out. So I'm trying to lay that down, put that there. Final screw for the hinges. All right, so everything's loose now. Flex cables. Just want to work this hinge out. I think if you come like this. Let's see. Well, that's proven to be difficult. Might have to pause the video and come back. Okay, so 90 degrees was not the best angle to go. You want to actually open it all the way, and that's going to allow you to push down and away from the base of the unit. So, all right, now I've got two separate pieces. I've got the broken screen here. Just gonna put that off to the side. And whenever I'm doing repairs or modifications to any electronic components in which I have to open them up, I always take that time to try to clean it. So I've got some compressed air here. You want to spray it in a manner that is not allowing the carbon dioxide to push out. So got it. I'm gonna just blow. It's got a few particles in here. You want to especially get the fan. You know, that's where most of your dust is. These Apple products are really tightly sealed from the factory, so as you can see, though this model is 2 years old, there's not a lot of dust inside of it. I know when I've taken some PCs loose, it's just a freaking sandstorm in there. But yeah, this helps with the longevity of the product. Trying to get around the base where I think particles can make their way in. The USB holes, yeah, see when I hit them, a lot of dust came out. Take this time to blow out the keyboard as well. Speaker holes. And while I'm at it, I have just a damp paper towel here. I'm going to use this to clean the surface area of the base. Got a little alcohol here, I'm gonna spray on it. Just clean that down, wipe it down. Get all those particles off. This MacBook Air belonged to a friend of mine. He dropped it and he offered it to somebody else, and they took it to Apple, and Apple told them it was going to be like $600 or $800 to fix it. And that's definitely not worth it, being that this is the 2-year-old model. So he took it back from his friend, and he mentioned it to me. And I was thinking, you know, yeah, I might be able to get it fixed. I definitely don't want to pay $600 to $800 for it. I was like, I might be able to do the repair myself. And so I looked into it. I was like, oh, it's fairly easy. Let me give it a go. And since he's merely giving it away to anybody that can fix it, I'm like, oh yeah, heck yeah, let me run that, player. So yeah, brand new, well, brand new to me, but 2018 model MacBook Air, which I'm sure will complement well my iPad Pro, which I love so dearly. Shameless plug. Shout out to Apple on the iPad Pro, 1 terabyte, Magic Keyboard, Wi-Fi cellular model. But yeah, there's that. But basically got a free MacBook. So now that that's all taken care of, I'm going to get the replacement one. Take all the tape off. Like, it came very nasty. but I already peeled back to make sure it was, you know, good. But it just looks nasty. Shoot, I should probably clean it as well. Get all these stickers off. Spudger. Yeah, I'm gonna get my heat gun for that sticker. It's giving me a little bit too much resistance. This is the heat gun I use when operating on iPhones. It works wonders. Put it on low. Just give it a little bit of heat to help persuade the sticker to come off. Let's see if it'll come off easily now. Nope, still on there. Okay, gracious. Put a little bit more heat on it. It's definitely harder than it should have been just to get off. Use a little alcohol to clean that up. All right, so clean all the areas so it's gonna be hard to get once it's together. I don't want to take the film off of it yet, so. I'm not sure if this is a used panel or I say that because I see a little dent here that I hope means nothing, but goodness, right there. All right, so try to put all this back together. So to install the new one, you're just going to reverse the process of the disassembly. Duh, right? So as we figured before, or discovered before, it needs to be all the way open. Oh, it's so much easier to put it in than it was to take out. All right, so I'm gonna close these now, or try to. I'm gonna go ahead and put in one screw from each side. To help hold it in place while I manipulate it. Line the hole up there. All right. Let's turn this torque back down. Oh no, leave it where it is. Probably should have put in a magnetic. Let's see, is this magnetic? Yes. All right. Let's swap this out real quick. All right. Now we're in business. Come on, find the hole. All right, so got the two screws in place in the middle of the hinges. It's going to allow me to close. So it's closing flush now. It was not closing flush earlier. All right, let's go about putting in the rest of the screws. All right. Like I said, let me cut that torque down. Last one. Just for all right. So I want to put in the Wi-Fi antenna. Oh, it's got some dust in it. Let me blow it out real quick. It's very dusty. Okay. All right, so I'll put this back together. Remember, this goes through the middle on these flex cables. This one, remember, goes on the outside. If you line everything up perfectly, goes there. Is that in line with everything? Oops, sorry. Let's see. Yep. Put the little brackets inside those slits and push down. That's all in there now. I'm going to start putting the screws back in. Turn this back down to 1. sometimes it's just better to do it with your hands. At least to get it threaded right first. Alright, this is the last screw for the Wi-Fi antenna. So I'm going to reattach the brackets here. You should feel the click under your fingers. You can reattach the Wi-Fi connecting cables. They should also click. All right. That one's giving me some resistance. I don't know why. Maybe it's not lined up perfectly. Let's see. Yep, still not on there. Come on, buddy. Oh. Let's see, tweezers. Make sure there's no damage to the other side of this thing. Got my flashlight here. Oh, it's fine. Just being stubborn. Why do you want to act up on me? Oh, there's always one little thing, right? All right, goodness. Okay, let's replace the bracket. These are so small. You definitely want to thread them with your fingers. I mean, I don't know that anybody else would be doing this repair with an electric screwdriver, but yeah, fingers for this. Same way with other brackets. And the last bracket. All right. So all of these have been hand tightened in with the bit. I'll go back and do it with the screwdriver now. I don't like that angle. Yeah. Just gonna hand tighten these. So that's that. Next up, we gotta reconnect the battery. Hold that back. Just holding the tape back with the spudger. All right, come on. Wow, really, battery cable? Oh, it's the simplest things that give you so much trouble. Jeez. Is that it? There. All right. That's in place. All right, so let's flip this sucker over and see what we're working with. Is that the power button? I don't know. Maybe it's dead. I doubt it. I don't know. I'm gonna go get a power cable real quick. Is this button the power button for the Airs? Okay. All right, there we go. Cool. So we got a brand new screen. Let's take this cover off. Wow. It's really good. All right, we can finish putting it together now. So the battery says 73%, so we can go ahead and unplug it. Clean this off. All right. Got all the visible particles off. Do one last spray. All right. Just like that. It's gonna snap into place if I can get the holes lined up. Let's see, there we go. Push those little brackets in the middle. Now it's ready to be put back together. Let's see if is this the right one? T4 is not the right one. Nope. So I believe this is the T1.2. Yep. 1.2 puts it back together. All right, most of these are sunken. Put them all in place. Go ahead and tighten this up. And just go back through these, make sure they're tight. I feel pretty confident they are. Yeah, they're good. I had to stop the video there for a minute. My battery's running low, but I'm just gonna do a quick wipe down of the back. Flip it over and do the front. Wow, God, that's pretty. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Brand new, or like new, 2018 MacBook Air. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye.